What up everybody, Mike, DJ AXCESS here, taking you behind the scenes at the Abercrombie & Fitch The Challenge event. This is my second year at The Challenge. This is a dope event that Abercrombie & Fitch does every year on the campus of their headquarters here in New Albany, Ohio. So I got AJ behind me. He's gonna be doing some photography and video work for me. Jamar's on his way as well. So we got everything back here. We're here 2 hours early to make sure we can shoot content, that we didn't forget anything, and that we have everything we need. So opening up for BB Rexa and Chainsmokers tonight. I'm on at 5. So we're gonna give you a little behind the scenes, anything that's a teaching moment or things that you might not think about, all right? Maybe even anything fun. So here we go. Okay, so we have all the camera stuff ready. We still have a bunch of time before we are going to set up and sound check. So I'm just gonna look over my set list and make some cue points, in and out points, reorder some things. And this show's interesting because normally I'm used to DJing. I read the crowd, I play music they like. For an opening set like this, I'm just gonna be more of an artist. So basically playing what I want to play, which is actually more challenging if you ask me. So I'm gonna go through my set, make some in and out points. So hopefully we'll be able to set up here soon. Okay, so I was able to kind of go through and set some cue points on my songs, reorder them a little bit. And then now what I did is I was reviewing my notes from last year's performance to kind of see if there's anything that I want to change that I need to be ready for. There wasn't, so now I am on my Google document for today's notes, and I highly recommend Google Docs, notes, whatever you use, voice memos, to kind of make sure you're not forgetting things, because when you do these shows, it's easy to get excited, start to forget stuff. Last year I forgot to turn on 2 different recorders. I mean, it was crazy. So I make checklists for everything. One of the things that I wrote down for my content is what I've done to this point to get ready. And it's a little bit different than last year when it's my first performance. But because of my second performance, the first thing I did was I assembled my team. I'm not just doing this alone. You guys have already met AJ. Jamar's on his way. They're gonna be doing photography and videography. I sent them notes with shot lists as well as what to expect, how to get into the venue, all of that type of stuff. Next was the set list. So this year, I didn't really go and fill out a set list straight away. I've known about this for almost a year now. So what I was kind of doing is, I'd be listening, I'd be database music. Oh, that'd be cool for challenge the first set. Oh, that'd be cool for challenge the second set. So I had a decent little list of things that I wanted to use. And then via my stream, as well as just today, as I've been thinking about what I want to do, start organizing the set list. I also made a content list, so all the things that I want to talk to you guys about today. It's really easy. We only have about 13 minutes before it's really go time. Like, we were supposed to start setting up at 4 p.m. It's 4:18 right now, and it's not looking like we're going to get able to set up until 4:30, 4:45, so it's got to be quick. So if I'd have been scrambling, I wouldn't know what to talk about. So I made the content list of one I wanted to make for you all, and then the shot list again for AJ and Jamar, what they're going to be getting, what's the highest priority, shots with a camera, then me, and then the crowd. You guys hear me talk about that all the time, as well as close-ups, who to get close-ups of, what type of B-roll to get. We talked about, AJ, instead of coming to the first part of my set, he's going to go to the entrance of the festival because people are going to be coming in excited, right? So we want to get those clips, and I think we hear the music. So if I think of anything else, I'll pop back in, guys. But that's kind of what I did to prep to get to this point. I bought walkie-talkies. That's new this year, just because I want to have my phone on Do Not Disturb. And if I need to communicate with Jamar, AJ, I want to make sure that they hear me. So we did walkie-talkies this year. That was an update from the sheet last year. For content setup, and I'll probably show you this when we get on stage, I'm going to have the DJI Pocket 3 behind me, recording everything nice and simple. I'm going to have the Insta360 X4 on my Toad booth, capturing me from the front and the crowd, so I can edit and post on seeing what I want to use. If anything, I'll have my recorder, and I'll also be using my mixer's built-in recorder. Okay, everybody, it's 4:25. That means 35 minutes till set time, and I haven't even loaded my stuff out of the van. We have some sound check is taking a little longer than expected, and if you've been paying attention since the Colby Calais and the Gavin DeGraw show, you know that this is typical. So as the opener, I'm ready for this, and we have everything here ready to go. I got my clothes for the stage. I have a backup set of clothes, shoes ready to go, because it's hot today, and if I go out there and rush to set up, I'm gonna be sweating through this. So I'm gonna set up as quickly as possible, run back here, change, get out, and do my set. So I guess some of the teaching moments here are having the backup set of clothes and maybe a second backup, multiple pairs of shoes, whatever you might need, because you just never know. You could get dust on it. You want to look good in your photos. So we got everything laid out, ready to go. I hear the music playing, so I think that's it. All right, so this is here. Got the backpack. Clothes are ready for the change. You have your credential? Fantastic, and we're off. All right, so check this out. Last year they had a ramp where I could just wheel everything up on stage. Not this year. We actually have to put it onto a truck. We gotta put it onto a truck and then it's gonna lift up. So even crazier. I think we're at 25 minutes till showtime. So we'll see if it takes us. All right, so recap time after AnF the challenge. So the 25 minutes I had to set up was not long enough. So I originally was gonna have to set up my Rain 12s and Rain 72, but then it just didn't fit in my Toadmatic. And I've seen that setup fit in a 43-inch Toadmatic, so I was very confused, didn't have time to fix it. Went back with the Rain Performer, which was fantastic. I actually prefer the Rain Performer now, I'm realizing, but the Rain 72 and Rain 12s photograph better. So got set up, had to run and change, came back, played my set, and it was better attended than last year. I played some Summery House, Ibiza style stuff. And then towards the end, they gave me like an extra 25 minutes. So I just played some summery pop stuff, you know, sing-alongs, feel good, because the crowd was starting to fill in then. So I felt kind of like I had enough people that I could actually DJ for rather than just kind of performing as an artist. BB Rexa, you know what? I don't give BB Rexa enough credit. She has a ton of hits, and in my DJ brain, there's songs that I attribute to other artists. And, you know, so if like, you know, the song comes up, I think, oh, okay, that's a Chainsmokers song. Okay, that's a such and such song. She got hits, man. She did a really nice job. And Chainsmokers killed it. I mean, they are really DJs, guys. You know, they're kind of known as like pop artists now. But I mean, they even just said it today. They were like, you know, how many people were fans of us before this and before that? And I'm screaming, selfie, 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 because I remember the summer that Selfie came out and me going to Izu, and Chainsmokers played a really, really, really dope set. And they haven't taken the foot off the gas at all. It was really dope. And Satisfaction for 2 years in a row, I think, was like the biggest song outside of like, you know, their song. So Kygo's biggest song outside of his, you know, songs was Satisfaction, and it was the same thing for Chainsmokers. And I think the best thing about Chainsmokers set, it just shows that they have a really good understanding of where music and crowds are right now. I mean, obviously they've been playing for, you know, over 10 years regularly at big festivals and clubs, so you'd expect that. But I mean, just to see it in action was very cool. Like I said, just they know which classics to hit, and then they know what new stuff to incorporate, and the way they incorporate it was good. You know, did I love every song? Did I love every drop? No, but the ones that I didn't like, I noticed the crowd was singing along to a lot. So very good job from the Chainsmokers. A big, big, big thank you to Ted Keys and the Abercrombie & Fitch family for having me out. Major shout out to Jamar and AJ on my team today, helping me out with moving stuff around, video, photography. And if you want to see the photos, check out the Instagram at DJAXCESSMUSIC. The Insta360 definitely overheated for the first half of the set. I think it was running for the second half, so that's something I'll have to look at in the future. I think the DJI Pocket 3 continues to be my favorite way to capture media. I think that's gonna give me the best video, and I'm pretty sure my audio wasn't clipped today, so I should be able to post what I put out. I was really happy with what I did on the microphone, just to, hey, I'm DJ AXCESS, we're partying for a purpose today. Make sure you throw that in to your sets when you have a mic, and try to get a mic if you can. I think that's important to let people know who you are and let people hear your voice and who you are. You know, your voice has its own character to it. Like, a big part of your character is your voice. So I think that letting people hear, you know, your passion for your craft or your attitude or your just demeanor in general is really good. So plan on you know, using a mic at these things towards the end of the set, make sure people can hear you, all that. Did not get the second set this year. It was a little upsetting, but you know, it is what it is. I wasn't expecting it. Actually, I wasn't expecting it last year. This year, I was kind of expecting it, so I prepared, and then it didn't happen. But no big deal. You know, the artist can choose whether to have the DJ before or just the generic sound coming from the sound tent. They chose the generic sound tent. I'm sure these guys work with a ton of DJs who have, you know, maybe not played their songs, but just kind of gone too hard or didn't set the space up right. So I get it, or maybe they had production that they had to set up in between. So I'm grateful for the opportunity, and yeah, DJ AXCESS signing off from Abercrombie & Fitch, The Challenge 2024.